Hi, welcome back. You have hit the Everything Else Extravaganza. I hope you had a good week. It is Friday. I am Tim, and I am joined with my co-host Darren.
Hello, Tim.
How you doing today, Darren?
I'm doing great.
I hope all you out there are doing good. Again, I want to thank you for spending a little time with us. I figure for this episode of the Everything Else Extravaganza, we do another little small talk. I have a topic here that I've been chomping at the bit for the last couple of days to discuss with you, Darren, because I would love to get your opinion on.
Absolutely.
So I'm going to take the long way around. I'm going to go around my elbow to get to my wrist, as they say. This is a movie that I remember coming out. Came out in 1987. I was a huge, and it is based off a cartoon. I was a huge fan of the cartoon, owned the action figures, owned this, and I remember this movie coming out, I guess. Never had the desire to see it, never wanted to see it, heard things about it, heard it was not great, and we discussed a couple weeks ago about movies we thought were great that turned out to be disappointing. So thinking about that made me kind of check it out. So basically, I guess I'll do one more quick little summary here. So basically, I was on my overnighter in Whidbey Island, Washington, watching Tubi with nothing to watch, and this movie came up, and I thought, okay, fine. I'll give it a shot. Maybe it was not as bad as I remember. Maybe there is something about it. And so, without further ado, I am talking about the 1987 film starring Dolph Lundgren, Masters of the Universe. Wow.
Yeah.
Like I say, I never saw it. I never saw clips of it.
Then?
Not back then, not now. I
really
had no desire to ever sit through it, never interest me. Like I say, so that I'm thinking, okay, how bad could it be? This movie, I'm just going to go ahead and say it, this is probably the worst movie I ever saw. And I've seen a lot of bad movies. And the reason I say this is the worst movie I ever saw, like I love watching B movies that are bad.
Oh, for sure.
I like watching intentionally bad movies. But this movie was like a big budget summer blockbuster type movie.
Yes.
This movie, and see, having no idea what this movie is about, when I was watching the title, the credits, I had no idea Courtney Cox was in this movie.
Right, yeah.
I was just like, I try to stay away this. So I almost stayed away from this movie for 40 years. Next year will be its 40th anniversary. Wow. It took me 3 sitting throughs to get this movie completed. And I almost, had I not wanted to discuss this movie with you, I probably would have never finished it.
Oh, right.
So I'm like, you know what? I don't want to start it. Because there's been so many movies that I've started and then just be like, no, I'm never going back to it. But I made the diligent effort to watch it, to discuss with you and with all of our wonderful listeners who may have been wondering about 1987's He-Man. And also not to mention, too, that I guess there's another one coming out this summer.
That looks good.
It looks interesting.
I saw the preview for it, and I actually was not
kind of interested.
I was, yeah. Mm-hmm. I actually went, this maybe could be good. Mm-hmm. They might not F this one up, but
I mean,
Hollywood is awesome at just putting stuff in the toilet. So
they can make the best. I mean, like we said, we've seen the best trailers in the world turn out to be some of the worst movies ever.
I think some of the storylines that they pick are ridiculous, but no, 1987's Masters of the Universe. And as I have not watched this since 1987, so I'm going to pull back some memories here.
I could open up some traumatic.
Revisit the therapist. Thank God for HBO because I'd have to pay for this piece of crap. So, watched on HBO back in the day in 87, 88, whatever it was. I remember trying to watch it twice as a kid, thinking let me see if I can do this again. Shot. And I remember like getting through I don't even know if I got through the whole movie as a kid. Like I can't even, it's one of the worst stories, the worst premises. It's insane how bad the decision-making process was in this movie.
Yeah.
It's I would bet Howard the Duck is better.
Oh no,
than this POS. I mean,
I would second that. I would sit through and I haven't seen Howard the Duck since it came out.
Right.
But I would watch Howard the Duck. Like I would give having watched this, I now owe Howard the Duck to watch it another time because
you owe Howard the Duck
so Howard the Duck
rewatch.
Coming soon, you're going to get my view. But no, this and so I wanted to just shred this movie upside down and sideways. Now I'm going to give the effects a little the pass because it is 1987. A lot of the effects are horrible, but that's not what made this movie horrible for me. The story is stupid as hell. And see, I think let me start. So in the Masters of the Universe, when this started, it was a clear ripoff of the Superman opening where they had the flashing lights and then kind of the flying in text with the everything. I'm like, okay.
Right.
I remember the cartoon. I couldn't come up with a storyline from the cartoons. Like if you ask me, okay, well I couldn't tell you. I just remember the colors, the characters.
Right.
I don't remember laser fights with laser guns.
No.
These guys had, which is obviously a Star Wars ripoff because they're trying to grab that, know. Oh, remember Star Wars or Return of the Jedi from a couple years ago?
Even though we've got our own piece of property that's worth millions and millions of dollars that our kids are super into, just go with the cartoon.
Right. Oh, hell yeah. Absolutely. I mean, we don't need the live action.
And if you're going to do a live action, just go with the same plot as the cartoon.
Right.
You're on some sort of distant planet that, we're not on Earth.
Yeah.
Why they chose to come to Earth. Okay, yeah. For the premise of this is that He-Man, Skeletor, Beastman,
Little Man at Arms,
Elvira,
Teela.
Teela.
So so the story,
Elvira,
since I just
Evelyn, sorry, and they get some sort of space transport through time and space, and they wind up in America. So
since I just saw it, so they start off in Eternia with the little battle. Skeletor had captured the sorceress. So there was this interdimensional key that was created by this little annoying, which I get it's the 80s. You got to have the cute little annoying small person playing the, I don't know, let's
wizard
say
or something.
Hobbit type. Right, it's not that, but that's kind of think of this. So he created this key. He-Man finds him. Well, as luck would have it, he created a second key. Somehow Skeletor's troops find out, which they're basically black stormtroopers.
Right.
Let's not kid anyone here.
Right.
They find the lair. The little Ewok type guys playing, and it's, of course, you hit a button and it's a musical synthesizer. Opens up a portal and they end up in Earth. Okay, and thank you for bringing that up because that was the first thing I thought. Why are the Masters of the Universe not taking place in the world that they are in? Why do they have to come to Earth? Why do they have to come to our world?
Yeah, if you're so broke you can't afford to have sets built,
right? You
got to come place it in Earth, then don't even make the movie. That's ridiculous.
Go to the jungle somewhere, like the California forest.
He landed in Cleveland. It's like sweet.
They're in Los Angeles. I was like, I could not wrap my brain about that.
Yeah. Yeah, he's in downtown Chicago. Like, what the hell? Like that? No.
Yeah.
I don't want to see He-Man with a Cadillac Eldorado behind him. I want to see him with Tiger thing, whatever the hell he had.
I could not get over that. And of course, too, as they're landing in Earth, they get separated. So the little Ewok character loses the key, which gets discovered by Courtney Cox's boyfriend, who happens to be a musician who knows, oh, that's a synthesizer.
Oh, right, yeah.
So then he takes it off to get, to Harold, the music guy, who's trying to figure out what it is. Well, as they're playing with it, of course, now the key is sending signals back to the key that Skeletor has. So now he knows where they are, and he uses their key to send troops back, and then, of course, they fail. And it's just such a clusterfuck of ideas.
Yeah, I don't know who the hell was running that show, but I don't know what the hell they were doing. So I that's why when I saw that they were making a new Masters of the Universe, I was actually pretty excited because I was like, once again, this is what people need to do. Hollywood, please remake the movies that didn't work. Don't remake a movie that worked. Remake a movie where the premise is good, but the execution was horrible.
Right.
Whatever happened, it just didn't work.
Yeah.
The story was crap. Whatever happened, like Waterworld or something like that. That's a pretty good premise.
If they updated it, I'd check it out.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good premise, and or some of these other ones that actually had good premise, they just didn't because of the character. That's whatever, the casting was wrong or whatever that is.
Yeah.
Do that. Do one that flopped, and then make it good.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's like, don't make Total Recall again. A perfect movie remake. Yeah, we've talked about this, of course, but So, anyways, I'm hoping that this new one will be good. But check 6 months from now.
You can
be listening to this going, "Hey, dummy!"
Right? Remember when you said Master of the Universe was going to be good? No, and I think I like Dolph Lundgren now. I didn't really. No. I mean, the Russian Dolph Lundgren, okay,
right?
But
no, he didn't need to be. That was another thing. Dolph Lundgren was not the right person to play He-Man.
No,
even though he
looked like it.
Yeah, but he's just. I mean, physically he could have played it, but just not.
He didn't have the characteristics of it,
and the charisma to be a leading man. It's just he's not. Wasn't there.
And even Frank Langanga, as Skeletor. I think. The makeup was horrible, or mask. I guess it looked like a mask.
Right. Yeah.
It was horrible, but it wasn't. It didn't take me out of it. I could suspend that.
No, he was good.
Yeah.
I mean, Skeletor was good.
Yeah.
So that they cast one good sort of role, and the rest.
It just, and I like I say, I don't remember the cartoons. I remember Beastman will always, because Beastman was in every cartoon.
Right.
I always remember Beastman.
Beastman.
I thought they did a pretty good job with Beastman in the movie. Right. Of course, they made him obviously more primitive, and he was a growl. He didn't talk. He was but some of the other characters now, like I say, I haven't watched He-Man since probably 1984. So we're talking 40 plus years, and a lot of drugs and alcohol
have come in between.
Clouded my peripheral, my minds here, but yeah, I don't remember laser fights. I don't remember air surf things. Battle Cat, I would have liked to have seen, but I get 1987. They can't, the CGI they had then. Okay, thank God for not trying to put a Battle Cat in there,
or putting some sort of like trying to train a tiger, or actually, putting some sort of costume on a horse or something. Yeah, it's thank God they didn't do that. So, but I don't know. They shouldn't have tried it. It was way beyond the scope of anything they could have ever tried.
Yeah. No, I agree. If they wanted it so badly, why not the cartoon? I mean, let's be honest too. I can kind of see why not, because the year before the Transformers cartoon came out, and that
was huge.
It actually didn't do very well in the theater.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it didn't. It was considered a bomb.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I always thought that was
because I saw it in the theater on opening weekend.
Maybe because it was huge with kids.
Yeah,
maybe that was it. And so we sounded like it was bigger than it was.
So in our little world, it was huge.
Right.
But in the overall scheme of it, it did not do well. And as time went on, is when it kind of got the the cult following and everything. But
yeah, so so that I just we'll see what happens here. You know.
So but no, as far as like I say, I guess one more little thought on this. Thank God for Courtney Cox, because her career actually didn't tank. I thought anyone being in, because Dolph Lundgren's career really didn't. maybe reach the height that he thought it would. I mean, yeah, he still consistently worked, but
right.
For Courtney Cox to kind of, do this and still be on Friends.
Right. And then Aniston was in what? Troll 2 or something like that. I think it was
like Leprechaun 4
or Leprechaun something or other. Troll or Leprechaun. I don't know. One of those crappy movies. So same thing, it's like they do a bunch of, but luckily no one knew who they were or no one saw it. Because you would, like you said, you would never would have remembered Courtney Cox was in.
It shocked me when I saw her name come up. But no, this, like I say.
Luckily she was solid with Family Ties and she was solid with Bruce Springsteen.
Yeah, Ace Ventura too.
Right. Yeah. And then Ace Ventura after that.
No. So. Yeah, this movie. For a hot, and then of course it didn't surprise. Well, it did, I should say, when the Canon Group logo came on.
Yeah.
I expected a little more, but
well, yeah, they're definitely Canon was definitely one of those. I mean, they were over the top, and some of the ones that were good, but yeah, I mean, like I said, I like Michigan Action. Some of these other ones that Canon did, but sometimes they.
And like I say, I was thinking, well, maybe it'll be better, but no, this movie is dog shit. This movie sucked. The end battle, and I don't know. So I just had to bring up Master of the Universe because I'm like, well, if I'm going to waste an hour and 40 minutes of my life, and to be fair, the third viewing, the only reason it took me 3 viewings is because I watched it on Friday, and then I don't work till later on Saturday, so I have some time before work, and so I put it back on, and I had to get to work, and there's only like 10 minutes left, and I'm thinking, well, I don't want to be late because I'm watching Masters of the Universe from 1987.
Right.
So we finished it off yesterday, and
nice.
So Masters of the Universe 1987. If you never see it, don't bother.
Yeah, let us know what you think of the Master of the Universe series, or the I guess the
whole
lore of the Master of the Universe. Please let us know, and let us know what you think about the new movie coming up, or if you've seen it or whenever. Just give us a review. So
if you have any opinions, you can email us at arnoldorstallone@gmail.com. And anything you'd like to add there?
Nope, that's it.
Yeah, and so that's my rant on Master of the Universe. So thanks for spending some time with us, and we'll see you next week.